Hey nerds, welcome to Jerry Bear Reacts. Today we're going to react to Season 5, Episode 4 of Teen Wolf, entitled Condition Terminal. Alright then. Oh yeah, it's the same thing they said, the doctor thing said to Tracy before he stabbed her in the fucking neck with a lead pencil. Regardless, if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe for daily content. If there's a day, there is a reaction. There will be links in the description box down below for the Patreon, the Twitch stream, and everything in between. Jerry's about to do his best work behind the scenes. That's really the only recap I have from the last episode, was Tracy kind of going about doing her business, right? And then dying. Tracy was like a combination between like a wolf and a Kanema, but then again, she could have just been a Kanema. I feel like it was a combination, because I feel like the first dude we saw was a mix between, they said, a harpy and a wolf. And I think she was also, I feel like they're mixing hybrids. I don't know. I think we came to the conclusion last episode that Parish is more likely, I was saying a fire kitsune, but I think I'm rolling with Phoenix. Because if they're going to branch out in the mythological stuff, I think that'd be pretty cool. So, yeah. Anyways, F it, we're talking. Jerry, get to work. All right. I've been staring at this the whole time. I don't like how much this queen card looks like Lydia. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I mean, she's a queen, so fuck it, you know. Let me make sure subtitles. All right. All right. I'm done, I promise. Also, we gotta keep in mind that fucking Lydia in present day is in fucking Icon House.
That's not as bad as being lit on fire in Deputy Sheriff's car. Which, by the way, you walked away from unscathed.
Not entirely. I had to pay for the uniform.
He only makes $40K a year, so paying for the uniform is kind of a big deal.
I've seen something like this in a movie.
Lawrence of Arabia.
Remind me what the trick was?
Not minded.
Ah, son of a...
That shit hurts, man.
You can last longer than that. This time, I want you to do something different.
Lydia, what you talking about? I don't think you're talking about the magic trick.
Flame. Your eyes kind of drifted. What were you thinking about?
You?
A dream.
Oh.
A dream.
The dream of time gone by. The fire in his eyes, boy.
There's a huge tree in the middle of it. You'd think it was 1,000 years old, but it's been cut down. It's just a stump.
It's the guide dog, Nematon. Hey,
That's real.
hey, brother.
It's a real tree.
Parish, put your ding-a-ling up.
In a real part of Beacon Hills, sir. I drew you here.
Yeah. Parish kind of yoked, bro, to be honest. You got some good definitions, some striations.
It's a beacon for supernatural creatures.
And that's why you were drawn here,
It might even make them more powerful.
like you told us. Yeah.
What else happens?
Who are you? Told you, bro. Flame on! This brother's wild. You know, no bullshit. Had a little extra fire. They had a little extra fire where his dingle dally would be. I didn't look, but I'm telling you, they had a little extra fire down there. Okay, Mother of Dragons, bro. Teen Wolf. I'm not gonna lie. If Parish, I don't know about this dude as an actor, but like, if he could do a little more of like some cockiness, like if he could get a cocky attitude to him, he would probably be maybe a decent Human Torch. I think he's got a good physique. Then again, this show was a while ago. I don't know who they're gonna get to play Human Torch. I think Chris Evans was a great Human Torch. For being honest. He's a better Captain America, but he's a good Human Torch. Just a thought. My brain's all over the place.
They had a weapon. Styles, I didn't do this.
Okay.
No,
She's not changing back. We're gonna need to get her out of here.
But hey, absolutely not. This is a crime scene. We call the coroner.
I think the coroner might be very confused by this girl's severed reptilian tail.
I don't care.
You should, unless you're prepared to hold a press conference announcing the presence of supernatural creatures in Beacon Hills.
Hey,
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the clinic,
Yeah.
we'll figure out how to change her back, then we'll call
No, like, that's what I'm sitting here thinking is I get Pop Zelinsky. I mean, he's the sheriff. He's the law officer. I get him wanting to be that we call the coroner, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, unless you're prepared to do all this stuff, this one's above your pay grade, brother.
corner.
There is a line. There is a line that we have to draw.
Dad, you've already crossed it more than once.
Sheriff, please, let me help. I've dealt with things like this before.
Just do it fast.
He has a moral code, but he doesn't know how to incorporate his moral code with the supernatural stuff. So I get that. But you got this mother lover right here done tied up to the goddamn... How do you think these guys operate, by the way? Like, do you think... I mean, they got the time traveling thing from Deadpool and the Avengers right there on their hand. You think... look at his face right there. You think they ever take their mask off? What about when they go to the bathroom? They just sit there with that mask on, like on a toilet? Just angry at the world? Something to think about. Something to think about. He's gonna grab this goddamn spatula tweezer right here and fucking get inside your nostril noggin. Oh, they actually are, aren't they? Don't put that in his nose. Or his mouth. Oh, he took a tooth. Did they remove his teeth so those can grow in? I thought they were going to give him like some artificial teeth like they gave old boy them talons. Hi.
Keep counting.
I mentioned it before, but I like mentioning every time they do this, is I remember when I got my wisdom teeth on this side taken out, they gave me the countdown. And I remember hitting 0. And I was like, they were like up the in thing, whatever the fuck. And I just remember looking at old boy and I was like, I've been waiting my whole life for this moment to go from 10 to 0. And I've accomplished that goal. And then he kept asking me questions about what he already asked me. And I was repeating myself. And then I woke up. Then it was over. Wild.
A werewolf with the talons of an eagle.
Right.
Possibly a shapeshifter. Known in Eastern mythology as a Garuda.
Garuda.
Tracy's claws. The unmistakable claws of a werewolf.
Right, but the tail of a canema.
But a werewolf who also bears the venom and the scales of a canema.
Right.
What do you even call that?
Personally, I call it terror. But at the moment, I'm more interested in how Tracy was able to get across the mountain ash.
I
Right.
thought nothing supernatural can do that.
As did I. So if Tracy was able to cross the mountain ash, and no one supernatural can do that.
Tracy's not supernatural.
Exactly.
Right. She just
If she wasn't born,
wasn't
she
bitten.
wasn't bitten.
Ah, I was
She hadn't
right.
been made.
Made.
So since she was created like that, she wasn't born or bitten. She doesn't have an alpha. She doesn't really have a creator than the people that injected her.
How scared should we be?
I've lived in the world of the supernatural a long time, but I'm still a doctor. Still a man of science. Something like this happens, it rattles the foundation of everything you believe.
Y'all done. You're
Something
shaking
like
his
this
core.
Shakes you to the core.
Something like what?
The rules.
Thanks,
The
Dean,
rules
brother.
have changed.
The rules have changed, baby. Ugh.
You want to learn jujitsu hand to hand?
I want to learn how to fight.
Hey,
Can you
dude.
teach me?
Is that why in the first episode she was out here whipping ass? Because Parish teaches her a little bit of close quarter combat. That's wholesome. We're talking about DNA in class right now, too. I wonder if we'll get some hints about what's popping off. This teacher, she's kind of asshole, but...
Humans, what could account for the missing 0.1% difference? Theo?
Nucleotides.
That's right. Yes, Kira.
What was
Can
that?
there be more than one species?
What was he talking about? This
0.1%
Balenciaga thing on
Yeah.
the first thing on his paper?
Nucleotides.
That's right.
Belasco. Belasco, whatever the fuck that name is. Is that supposed to be old boy with the talons? Yeah, talons. Tracy, Kanema,
Yes, Kira.
Wolf.
Can there be more than one species in the same DNA?
No, but there can
Good
be
question.
multiple sets of DNA in the same individual. We call that a chimera.
Oh,
Anyone
like Greek
know where that term
mythology
comes from?
with the goat, lion, goat, snake
Greek
thing.
mythology.
Yeah,
It's a lion with a goat coming out of its back.
With a snake
and
tail.
A tail that ends in the head of a snake.
right.
Right, Sydney. Do you want to read us the full Wikipedia entry off your phone?
Hey, bro, you leave this poor
But
girl.
that
She's
does
doing her
bring us
best.
to the next topic of mutation. As you know from the reading, DNA is a fragile molecule, isn't it, Scott? Or did you miss last night's assigned reading?
I'm also going to say this too real quick for everybody that's in high school or college or wants to pursue school or whatever the fuck. Homework is the dumbest shit ever invented. I said it. Homework's stupid. Me, I got to go to school, come home, and spend more of my free time doing homework. I get studying and stuff a little bit. But homework? That'd be like leaving your job, like turning your job off, right? Getting home from work. And you got to do more stuff for that job off the clock.
Kind of.
Kind of, or yes?
Cinema. Get it? Do you get it? Cinema. Instead of with a C, it's with an S. S-I-N is in sin. Let the sin begin. That's a good name, actually. You know who would really enjoy all of this right here? Danny. Danny would love all of this. It's a damn shame. You know why? Because Danny's a fucking horn dog, all right? Danny be all up in this bitch shirtless, throwing ass. What the fuck?
God, I love you.
Say it back. Say it back. He said what he said. Say it back. She loves him too. They gave her a fucking Inspector Gadget belt. She got hair like fucking Batman with all these. Wow. Said, boy, get your ass off him. Said, oh. You're a little late, mate. Yeah, I got my motherfucking belt sword. I'm gonna swing around this with a little kick, bro. A little 619. A man blocked her sword with his forearm. Here's the book you asked for. Cheesy stuff, but still a fun, scary read. The Dread Doctors. I was close. I called them the Dick Doctors or the Dumb Doctors. I don't remember which one. The DDs? The Dread Doctors? I'm pretty cracked. I was just about to tell her to activate her motherfucking Foxfire.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, everyone's pretty good. I hate that they put that stupid ass sound effect in though. The bing.
Get him out of here. Liam, give me a hand.
Kira's ready to off, oh boy. This motherfucker got a retractable crossbow. You know who would have loved that? Allison would have loved that shit, bro. For sure. For sure. With the little crossbow you could retract, that would have been her shit.
Why did you do that?
So now Parish got Scorpion Son. Is Parish like, is he being like glazed over like a trance and he's sacrificing these things to the Nematon? Like putting their power into it? That'd be sick. This fucking Jeep. Oh, what the mother fuck is that thing? You done turn my man into a leech? They done turn my man into a were leech. They done put a motherfucking dune worm in his hand. Dune, not Dune, by the way. So kind of how I was expecting the episode to end would be maybe a confrontation with that guy going after Styles. Maybe they'd save it for the next episode. But nonetheless, that one was pretty good. That sets up a lot of stuff. But so what exactly are the Dread Doctors like? What are they doing? Are they getting people to try to take out the other supernatural peeps? Because they got the first guy with the talons to take out Scott. They're trying to absorb his alpha power. But, like, you were right there face to face with him. Why didn't you do something yourself? Maybe they just can't fight. Maybe they're just scientists. They're just the doctors. Parish has taken these peeps somewhere. I think he's sacrificing the power to the Nematon tree. I think that is what's going on there. The Scorpion guy is apparently dead. I still don't know what's going on with Tracy's character. Is she dead or what? I already put her name on the list for dead peeps. So I guess I'll have to wait and find out. So Condition Terminal, Styles tries to track down a fugitive. Liam tries to play a wingman to Mason at a nightclub. So the nightclub stuff's a little bit of a filler, but it also incorporates the Scorpion, another like, what do you say it was? Start with an S. I already forgot the name of the were Scorpion, the wolf Scorpion. Getting into the Chimera detail where it's two things splurged together, right? Spliced together. Where it is the lion's head with the goat coming out of its back with the snake head tail, yada yada. Chimeras are cool. The first time I learned about a chimera was Yu-Gi-Oh! Chimera the Mythical Beast. You have an evolution between two monsters. It was a really cool card Yugi had. I thought it was pretty neat. I like when they work stuff like that in other shows, like Greek mythology, Nordic mythology, things of that nature, which are both really good mythos. But I think we're still just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. We know their names are Dread Doctors. With Malia going to kind of figure that out. Kira, Scott telling Kira that he loves her, and Kira's just like, you have no idea what you just did you? And her going into fox form and almost killing old boy. But we're still in... Nothing's happened yet where there's turmoil between the friends that we saw in Lydia's vision. So we're still building towards that. I think the show's doing a good job of almost making you forget that that's a thing, that Lydia is currently in Icon House. So we'll see if, like, at some point, maybe midway through the season, right? Maybe midway through, they kind of catch up, or they don't catch up until the end. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. I'm going to go and head out. I don't have too much to say about this, but I do like Condition Terminal a little more than the last two episodes. So far, I'm enjoying this season a lot. Like, a lot. And so, Episode 4 was entitled Condition Terminal. Episode 5 is entitled A Novel Approach. Because the Dread Doctors were in a book, A Novel Approach. That's pretty good. There's probably some other stuff in there, too. Anyways, on that note, links and everything will be in the description box down below. Playlist will be up on screen. As always, stay cute, stay hydrated, and I will catch you on the next one.